everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to put a quick disclaimer out on the next video that you're about to see from me. In it, I get really goofy. I get sarcastic. And my intention is not to insult any nationality or sex out there. But I'm using it to illustrate how silly and politically correct our nation has become. How divided we are. So in it, again, I mean no insult to anybody. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you share, like and share. Take care. So if you do a search on the internet for injuries and deaths caused by automobiles, you'll find that far outnumber deaths and injuries by guns. News media outlets won't let you know that, though. So I'm thinking about writing my Congress to ban certain vehicles based on their inherent characteristics. I like to start off with any vehicle. I just don't understand why anybody needs an automobile with the capacity of more than 4 cylinders. I think we should outlaw all 6, 8, and 12 cylinders. They fall into the hands of the wrong people, criminals, terrorists, or the mentally impaired. They can cause more damage. Okay? So we start off by that right off the bat. That ought to eliminate a lot of vehicles on the road. And these vehicles that were originally designed for military purpose, much like the M16, I think we need to really look at those as well. I don't believe just because you put in some Cordova leather seats, some butt warmers, and an AM/FM CD radio in there, it's civilian. No, these are really harmful vehicles, dangerous. The Hummer is one of those vehicles. I'm sorry, it should be outlawed. It's an aggressive, military-looking machine. It should be outlawed. Those types of vehicles will cause the most carnage just due to their inherent appearance. The Jeep. I don't understand why somebody needs to have a sexy-looking Jeep. They throw on those big, nice, fat tires and nice rims, and they're able to go off-roading and go around the mountains and whatnot. They might accidentally hit some kind of species that's, you know, endangered. You know, like the wind turbine gnat. I think there's one of them. It's it's a gnat. Or the you know, albino twig. You know, that's around here somewhere. And for that matter, you know, the automobile was originally designed for working purposes. I don't understand why we need to do recreational driving. I would ban all recreational driving. That should make the roads a little bit safer as well. So you folks out there are planning for Disneyland, too bad. What else would I do? I would ban black-looking vehicles. Black vehicles, darker-looking vehicles, camouflage-looking vehicles, sand-colored vehicles. They're obviously military colorings. They're aggressive-looking. They scare me, actually. But the big black ones, it really scares me when I look in the rearview mirror and I see a big black one coming up from behind. It scares me. Now, some of you guys and gals out there, there's just a few of them, might not be so nervous, but it scares me. So all big black ones, all big black vehicles, actually all black vehicles altogether. No more. It's very scary, takes my eyes off the road, distracts me. While we're on colors, we need to get rid of all white vehicles. White vehicles are the worst. They imply racial dominance, white superiority, white privilege. We need to get rid of all white vehicles. So while we're on the color thing, might as well get rid of all red vehicles. It offends Indians. Brown and tans offends illegal aliens and our fellow Latin community. as well as yellow. You know, the Chinese and Japanese. Need to get rid of those 3 colors as well. And my most important part is, my point is, there's a Hummer right there. Oh, and that one is olive green. I think that's the scariest one of them all. That was an H3 olive green one. And it had the big light racks on top. Very scary. I almost swerved, actually, and ran off the road, causing the death of myself and maybe an air turbine net. But get back on point. I don't understand why anybody, and it was originally designed for military purposes, why anybody needs a fully automatic transmission in this day and age. In our civilized society, why does anybody need a fully automatic transmission? I think we should just go 1 gear at a time, folks. Safer for everybody, okay? Now, if I'm unsuccessful in banning all these vehicles, I do believe in age purchase increase, increase the age of purchase. I do support a full background check when purchasing any vehicle. I don't understand why people are allowed to buy their vehicles used from like Craigslist or want ads. It circumvents all the legal loophole, all the legal regulations. It's a big giant loophole. And you know what's horrible about that? It undermines the salesman's commission, folks. You can't be doing this. Think of our economy. You know, while we're at it, might as well ban all Harley Davidsons, the real motorcycles. That's right, I ride a Harley. Shh, that's not part of the video. They're scary, they're loud, they sound like automatic gunfire. It could cause a mass pileup. And there's nothing worse than looking to your left or right while in traffic and seeing a man or a lady on a Harley all tough and scary looking. It's very intimidating, especially when they have tattoos. All Harleys need to be banned. So you're saying by now, what vehicles would I allow? Well, it's funny that you mention it, because considering that I'm thinking this through ahead of time, I'm going to open up my very first car lot. But the cars I would allow is so everybody feels safe and nobody goes too fast, is Pepto-Bismol pink-colored Priuses. That should be everybody should be driving that color and that model vehicle only. I also think I can make the road safer for a lot of people by just banning eating tacos while driving. You know, numerous government studies have found that when you're driving while eating a taco, if the shell breaks incorrectly, some of that ground beef can fall down, and you're trying to dig it out from underneath your crotch and everything, and pretty soon you're in an accident. You know, they find your freaking body with shreds of lettuce and cheese all over your belly. Not a good way to go out, personally, and it's not a good way to take other people out. After I get Congress to pass the mandate that everybody owns a pink Prius, I'm going to open up the first ever nationwide Prius dealership. I've thought about the models that I'm going to sell. Obviously, they're going to be Pepto-Bismol pink. But my base model, free of charge, is going to come with a safe space. No longer will you folks have to locate your nearest university or college to go to a safe space. It's going to be in the back seat, preferably, I'm thinking, right behind the passenger side. If you ever see a banned vehicle and you get scared, or the color is too wrong, or something offends you, you can pull over, climb between the two seats onto the back seat, and climb into your little mobile safe space. It'll, you know, plastic. It'll be zipped up. It'll have a nice soft pillow inside. That's base model, free of charge. I do have a special model. It does cost a little bit extra. It's for the transgender folks and the metrosexuals. This model, like I said, is going to cost a little extra. It's going to have some eyebrow trimmers, so you can trim your eyebrows. In the back, normally where we keep the spare tire and battery, there's going to be an emergency kit. Obviously, there's going to be some spare blades for the eyebrows. There's going to be some skinny jeans back there. There is going to be a placard also, whether your gender is male or female, and that way you can carry the proper placard and hang it right outside the door as you go use a public restroom. We'll also keep a bag of makeup in there as well. So those are our options. I hope you come and visit our dealership. We'll be serving complimentary coffee and empanadas all day long. So hope to see you there. I was thinking about allowing a Volkswagen VWs, you know, the Farfanugan. But due to the proximity of Germany to Russia, I'm a little nervous about Russia sharing technology with Germany, and I'm afraid that one of the Russian hacking bots are gonna be snuck in here when we import all those VWs. So I'm not allowing the VWs. There's nothing worse than a metrosexual driving to work, shaving his eyebrows, and then all of a sudden one of the Russian bots hack into his USB controlled eyebrow trimmers, and that can wreak havoc all over the road. I'm sorry, I was just notified by my legal counsel that I cannot serve coffee or empanadas. They are both considered racial. Coffee beans or any derivative, that's lawyer speak, I think. You know, that's the way my lawyer said it. It depicts the plight of the coffee bean picker. And it's just racial. The empanadas obviously are another racial component, and it's an insult to anybody south of our borders. You know, Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, Chile. You get the point. So he says I can't serve anything there. He says not to worry about insulting the Christians or the Jews, though. It can serve anything that they make, okay? But no Muslims, can't insult the Muslims or the Latin people, okay? So I'm thinking Jews and Christians, what did they make? I don't know, water and matzah. Complimentary water and matzah all day long if you come visit my dealership. Well, folks, I'm getting a little scared right now. I just looked in my mirror and I saw a big black one coming up on my rear. So I'm going to get off the road right now. I appreciate you watching my silly video. I appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up and share it. Again, thank you very much.